Hey, was geht so, liebe Leute? Ich bin's wieder, euer Crush Modificated hinein, zurück bei Let's Play The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Nach unserem kleinen Trip durch den Saloon, wo wir herausgefunden haben, dass Knuckles vor lauter Frustwelle ganz knapp gegen Vector bei Super Monkey Ball verloren hat, den Arcade-Automaten zerstört hat, haben wir auch Informationen bekommen, dass Rouge auch noch hier war und Shadow ihn gezeigt hat, wie das Spiel geht, aber gleichzeitig scheint vor dem Shadowing irgendwas besorgt zu sein. Naja, checken wir das aus und gehen jetzt zum nächsten Wagen. Guess the investigation can wait a little longer. Was? Oh. Jetzt habe ich das verneint. You got it, partner. Onwards! Na denn. Weiter geht's. Hier ist die Bibliothek und hang in there. Sieht hübsch aus. Wie die eingerichtet ist, als wäre das eine richtige normale Bibliothek. Kommt mir gar nicht vor, als wäre das in einem Zug. Guck dir das einer an. All this stuff is getting heavy. I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter Amy Rose is hot on this scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, SPO and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are.
Want to join us find clues?
Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found.
Oh, she's confident she must have something up her sleeve.
This tip is too juicy to ignore. I see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic, I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick!
But how are we gonna leave? The door to the next door car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl?
Sie hat den Universalschlüssel.
The birthday girl has a master key. Right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's Taruf. Taruf? So raus? Wie spricht man das aus?
No, what are you doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm,
just making sure things go well.
Things aren't going great.
Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murderer. Well, I mean, besides that.
Besides murder?
My social skills non-existent.
I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle the raw meat.
And I'm SPO the Poet.
Ah, poetry! A resonant message from to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure, Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
Satisfied for now, thanks.
At least his rhyming, I suppose. Es war ganz okay. Gib ihm mal eine Pause.
Red and I are here to establish both of alibis. Can you walk through what happened after Amy had everyone leaving the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me at SPO to stay. Abruptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable.
Achso, das war... Sorry. Ich sollte besser aufpassen, wenn ich da vorlese. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see a lipstick stain, a cup on the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way," at the procure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow in locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car when Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. Got so engrossed by rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the long car where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through alright.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys! The alibi seemed solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving this post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this tales. Absolutely!
Na denn? Zeit für etwas. Oh ja, da liegen einige Bücher. Zeit für eine weitere Erkundung. Hier gibt's einiges zu untersuchen. Fangen wir mal mit dem lustigen Poster an. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads "hanging there."
Wow, I really needed to see this.
Huh?
It's a little chow hanging there, refusing to use its wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful if this chow can stick to its principles and find strength, and I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right?
Na, wenn man zu ihm mit Tails ist, dann ja.
Oh, brochures.
Broschüren.
Brochures. They're travel destination ideas. Here like amusement parks, cabins, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Red, look at this! There's a couple of maps here. This seems to be the map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overheat map. Let's take it! Should we take this brochure? A cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves.
Ja, jeder hat seinen Eigengeschmack.
Something's always in the trash. Let's check here. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Red, are you sad there was something in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins are hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Red, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Anscheinend. So, die Bücher.
So many books on the ground, I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books.
A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out to research for something.
What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're open too far. This kid feels empathy for everything.
Ja, so ist Tails halt. Und ein Globus?
A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. These islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly, plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has everywhere, haven't they?
Ich meine, wir reden von Sonic und seinen Freunden. Natürlich sind sie schon so ziemlich überall gewesen. Das sollte vor allem für den schnellsten Igel der Welt auch kein Problem sein. Der ist ja schon ein paar Tagen durch die ganze Welt, wenn er möchte. Aber gut. Und was wollte ich noch sagen? Ach ja, Professor Pickle, da wollte ich anmerken, ist er nicht schon in Shamar? Da hat er sein Labor hinverlegt. Oder ist er wieder zurück in Spagonia, in der Universität? Tja, wer weiß.
Ah, let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are well comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll test my eyes, the rest of my eyes. Fred, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murderer, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murderer ruined my nap time.
Also werden die Ringe auch hier als Währung angesehen. So, ist hier eigentlich... Was ist hier eigentlich noch? Oh, das Schild. Chaos Cola, das... Check out our book club. Book of the month. Gone Gal? Gone Gal? Ist das irgendeine Anspielung? Und hier wieder so ein Roboter.
Oh, poor thing, that arm's really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and do his thing. Yeah, probably for the best.
So, da geht's weiter.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, you locked his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note to it? Yeah, I do believe we should.
Okay, Shadows Schloss wurde eingetragen. Das könnte ein wichtiger Hinweis sein, wenn wir... ja, wenn wir SBO und Vector hier ausfragen.
Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out of the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order. But this one? It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we are currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and SBO to find out what really happened.
Ja, aber vorher möchte ich noch den Bücherhaufen hier untersuchen.
What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reads... the evil genius scientist Dr. Eggman. Yup, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipe? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's written this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelette?
You may not be wrong.
Warte. Eggman hat Bücher veröffentlicht und die werden in echt ernsthaft, trotz seines Rufes, hier in öffentlichen Bibliotheken ausgestellt. Na, Prost Mahlzeit.
You bring me any meat to chop? Or maybe a butcher, but they confiscated my meat clever before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on a train?
I'm a man of authenticity.
Sorry, die Stimme.
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained prawn, not a butcher.
I think you had a knife on you, but definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hit the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Oh yes, please, I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder is more important.
And why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Red, why would you tease him like that? The other thought...
And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Look, Red, you've made him a fool. Come on, Red, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah!
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost?
Fancy a poem? A poem about space? I've made up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Wie wär's mit einem Gedicht über Züge? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The windows show the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion.
Thanks. I actually really like that one. Huh?
I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignore the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled. Scrambled. When I asked for my eggs sunny. Oh Gott, was sind das für Reime? Außerdem, die Chows alle hier sind alle super cute. Das sind wirklich welche, die mit verschiedenen Tierkombinationen, die was man erzüchten kann, wie in der Sonic Adventure Zeit. Also in der Sonic Adventure Ära. Ich bin zwar kein richtiger Tamagotchi-Fan, aber wäre schon cool, wenn sowas in ein Mainline-Sonic-Spiel wieder zurückkehren würde. Weil darin haben auch wirklich viele investiert. Und viele finden das als das Beste von der Adventure-Reihe.
Wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train though.
My talent is wasted on you a lot. Okay, dann fangen wir mal mit SBO an. Achso, Vector kommt auch hinzu.
So, the two of you don't believe us, huh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Red and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was the library car. Vector, we start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We were prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
No.
What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
It seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
SBO doesn't owe to that detective. Let the man live. Whatever, it was embarrassing.
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you want talk, I have a hunch on what book might be. Red, could you help me out?
Alright, Red, what book do you think SBO may have been reading? Oh. Die Anleitung für den Mirage Express.
A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have support this?
Okay. Zeit wieder für das Bonusspielchen. Diesmal mit 40 Ringen am Ende ankommen. Ja. Oh. Oh, was? Oha. Da kommt was Fliegendes auf mich zu. Oh, shit. Hehehe. Nix da. Oh Mann. Ich meine, ich könnte auch drüber springen. Ah, das war ziemlich gut. Vor allem merke ich auch Dream Gear. Das ist eine Anspielung der Sega Game Gear. Oh Mann.
The books scattered around the floor. Sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I would have you insulting my pal like that.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can't handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That's indeed the book I was reading. The Mars Express manual trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Red, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to the page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz Espio the manual to prove I read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Woher soll ich das jetzt wissen?
Okay, but if it's an extremely accurate technology was installed to assist the key.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, what if an extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Ich dachte, Vector würde jetzt sprechen, weil es sich bewegt hat. Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and mess afterwards. Yeah, but the conductor's saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought to the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like Espio aced that question, Red. Hit him with another one.
Okay, which page do I choose? 89?
What's the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Red. Let's see if Espio can go free for free.
Gotcha, which page should I pick last? 402?
Was implemented
to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations. An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for its guests. And I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't exit its full suit and capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass the little test? No.
I hate to say it, but no. Just giving a pass.
I completed the test with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you choked and jabbed, said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas.
Did you just rhyme a curse at me?
Wow. Mit Flöhen überdeckt? Ernsthaft?
Ach ja, ich habe herausgefunden, was für eine Tierart er auch symbolisieren soll. Er ist nämlich so ein... Boah, wie hieß es nochmal? Jetzt habe ich den Namen vergessen. Aber es ist ein Artverwandter mit den Kängurus. Ich meine, das konnte mir auch nicht auffallen. Vor allem ist es irgendeine Art, die ich von der ich selbst noch nichts gewusst habe. Und der englische Name entspricht auch, der englische Name wird auch in Deutschen genauso verwendet. Wie gesagt, das ist eine Artverwandter von Kängurus, von Beuteltieren generell. Aber, ja, interessant, dass man auf jeden Fall so eine Tierart für ihn ausgewählt hat. Für die Charaktererstellung. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my body like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit though, reading the entire time, murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to be reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could...
Espio, is that true? Vector was really the only one you're reading?
Yes, that's correct. A problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Red?
He always puts spot. Okay, Red, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone also saw Espio reading, but what? Shadows Schloss? Shadows Lock? please, pray tell what this has to do with anything.
We're up, Red. Let's get the argument together.
Think! Think, Mark! Ich bin sicher, da kennt jemand die Anspielung, ne? So, 50 Ringe muss ich hinbekommen. Oh, shit. Okay, hat gepasst. Ah, shit, ich bin da zu nahe gekommen. Aber, ey, come on! Darf ich jetzt mal Ringe haben, bitte? Shit. Oh, das war wieder knapp, aber es hat gereicht.
Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice. Shadow.
You telling me the sound of doors opening and locking with... You're telling me the sound of doors and
Ach komm. Konzentrieren.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see... I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio on the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear rat.
My god.
My dear rat, one that I would love for Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me?
Tails definitely feels like he's on to something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails to something other than continuous line question and...
Red, my favorite beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you feel the lawsuits will be torturous, don't allow such an old feeble soul to get sued.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails!
Huh?
I have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
Also ich schätze mal, das müsste hier die... Ich sehe auch, die anderen Items sind alle weg. Ja, der hat nicht gelogen, damit dass er sie alle abgelegt hat. Dann müsste das die Bibliothekskarte sein. Oder es ist... Ja, die Bibliothekskarte. Aber let's get my thoughts in order. Okay. Und damit wieder mit einem Minispielchen. Komm on ab. Bloß gut, dass ich noch in der Luft steuern kann. Oh shit, hab ich übersehen, dass das noch, dass da noch ein Ende ist. Come on. So, am besten auf der Seite bleiben, dann passiert nichts. Und geschafft. Easy peasy.
The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have a point to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him?
Hier sind ja alles, das sind alles Tische. Ich bin sicher dahinter, weil da ist ein Hindernis. Interesting, that's where I was sitting, reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back here. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you'll believe me now.
Your alibi isn't most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all your questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated.
Okay.
Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give him a heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
Come on, Red, let's see what's next. Coming!
Na denn, aber den nächsten Part begeben wir uns dann zum nächsten Waggon. Und wie immer gilt, wenn es gefallen wusste, das bestätigen wir sein. Thumbs up und Kommentar nicht vergessen, dann sind wir beim nächsten Mal. Ich hoffe, ihr seid dann wieder mit dabei. Also seid gespannt und klickt wieder rein. Euer Crush wurde fickt hinein. Bis zum nächsten Part von Let's Play The Murderer of Sonic the Hedgehog. Also auf Wiedersehen und Tschüsschen, Leutchen.